guys, and welcome to quick core number 3. Today's workout is called Flip It, which means we're going to work an exercise for our core on our back, and then we're going to flip it over up into our plank shape and do a similar sort of movement to work those muscles in your core. A lot of this is focusing on our side obliques today, but we'll work all of your muscles in your whole core as well. So as always, take it slow and controlled. Use those regression options as and when you need them, and we're going to get going. So these first 2 exercises we have done before. So the first one, we're going to be on our back. We're going to do that bicycle crunch. Okay, so opposite elbow to opposite knee, regression option, your feet are on the floor. Okay, we're then going to flip it over into our climber. This time you're going to go opposite knee towards opposite elbow. Okay, regression. Do it standing up against a wall or with your hands on a surface. All right, let's get going. We're going to start off with those bicycle crunches. So we're going to do 30 seconds for each exercise, guys, with 10-second rest in between. When you're ready, let's go with those bicycles. So slow and controlled, opposite elbow to opposite knee. You can bring it back in the middle to reset, or you can go straight from one side, swap it over to the other. Remember that regression option, your feet are on the floor and you're getting that rotation in here. 30 seconds, taking your time. Nice deep breaths. You've got 10 more seconds here, guys. And then you get 10 seconds to flip it over in 3, 2, 1. And rest in. Take this 10 seconds. You're going to flip it over, and we're going for those twisting mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1. So nice and slow and controlled. You're bringing that opposite knee up to that opposite elbow. Keeping that back as flat as you can. Remember the regression option here, you can do it standing against a wall or raising your hands up onto a higher surface. Just thinking about slow and controlled, nice deep breaths. You're really trying to pull that knee all the way into that opposite elbow if you can. 3, 2, 1, and rest in. We're going to repeat that one more time, guys. So flipping it back over onto your back, and we're going to go again into those bicycle crunches. When you are ready, 30 seconds starts now. Let's go. I told you there's not much rest time in this one today. Opposite elbow to opposite knee, slow and controlled. Remember, if you do need that regression option, feet are on the floor and you're concentrating on lifting that one leg up at a time, trying to get that opposite elbow to that opposite knee. Less than 10 seconds. Nice, deep breaths, team. Well done. 3, 2, 1, and rest in. Good. Let's flip it over one more time. And then you do get a slightly longer rest after this one while I'll explain the next exercise. Okay, guys, when you're ready, those twisting climbers, let's go. So find that plank shape. And again, super slow, super controlled. You're bringing that opposite knee up all the way to that elbow if you can. If you can't get to that elbow, that's absolutely fine. Just get as high as you can. Remember that regression option. You're raising your hands up to a higher surface or against the wall if you need to. All right. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest in. Awesome. Okay, next exercise. We are going to go for some penguin toe taps. So we're laying on our back, palms facing to the ceiling, and we're reaching round and tapping opposite hand to opposite toe. Okay, regression, if you need to lay down at any point, that is absolutely fine. And then we're going to flip it over and we're going to go for our elbow plank hip dips. So we're dipping those hips side to side. Regression is on our knees. Right, let's get ready for those penguin toe taps in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So you're lifting that chest as high as you can. With those fingertips, you're reaching round, tapping the outside of your feet. You're trying to reach as far around as you can every single time. Good. That regression option, you can lay down in between each rep if you need to, or just at whatever point. We're trying to lift as high as we can. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest in. Okay, so we're flipping it round onto those elbows, and then we're dipping those hips side to side. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1. So find that strong elbow plank, and then you're lowering those hips down side to side. That regression option, if it's too hard on your feet, drop to your knees. And the same thing, you're just trying to drop that hip as close to the floor as you can each side. Again, guys, take it super slow, super controlled. Good, you're almost there. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. And resting. Okay, you know the drill. We're doing that one more time on each side. So laying down onto your back, going back to these penguin toe taps. When you're ready, palms up, lifting up, and let's go. So you're reaching as far around either side of those feet that you can. Really, really good, guys. Well done. Nice deep breaths. That's over halfway through. If you need a second, reset, lift it back up as high as you can. Come on, finish it off for the last 5, 3, 2, 1, and resting. Okay, last one of this combo. We're going back to those elbows and we are dipping those hips side to side. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So find that strong elbow plank first. That is the most important part of this. If you can't quite find it on your feet, drop to your knees. Exactly the same thing. You're just shortening your body, so you're making it a little bit easier. If you are doing it on those feet, every time you reset in the middle, those toes might slide around a little bit. Reset with that elbow plank every time. Good. Last 3, 2, 1, and resting. Awesome. Okay, we're moving on to some new exercises, so you guys rest. First exercise we're going to do is a jackknife. So you're reaching opposite hand to opposite toe and laying flat on the floor, okay? You can keep your back down on the floor for this one. Regression option, guys. Just bend that knee as much as you need to, okay? Then we're going to flip it over and we're going to go for our plank toe tap. So reaching up, tapping opposite hand to opposite toe. Regression option, just do those hip lifts. Right, are we ready with those jackknives? As soon as you're ready, let's go, guys. So opposite hand to opposite toe. The straighter your arm and leg, the harder it makes it, okay? If this feels too easy, you can sit all the way up to tap your toe. A real advanced exercise, but remember that regression, just bending that knee so you don't have to lift that shoulder as far off the floor. Nice, guys. For the last 3, 2, 1, and resting, flipping it over. So we're going for those plank toe taps. Again, finding that plank shape first, opposite hand to opposite toe. When you're ready, go for it. It's all about sticking that bum right up in the air, trying to reach that opposite hand across to that opposite toe. Finding that strong plank shape in between each rep. Really nice. Nice deep breaths here. 10 more seconds. You got it. Remember that regression option. You keep your hands down and you just concentrate on that hip lift. In 3, 2, 1, and resting. Right, flip it over here, guys. One more time. Both of those exercises, okay? So that jackknife, laying super flat. When you're ready, let's go. Opposite hand to opposite toe. Reaching right across. The more you lift that shoulder, the more those muscles in that core are really going to work. Bend that knee if you need to, or if you want to level it up, you sit all the way up and then all the way down. Good. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and resting. Good. Okay, flipping it back over. We're going to go back to those plank toe taps again for the last time. All right, guys, finding that plank shape. When you're ready, let's go for it. So sticking that bum up and down, slow and controlled, finding that strong plank in between every single rep. Good. Really concentrate on that breathing. Want you to breathe out as you reach for those toes and breathe in as you go out to that plank. Awesome. Last couple here. You're resting in 5, 3, 2, 1, and resting. Good. Okay, this last exercise, guys, we've got one last round to go. It's all about our side crunch. So for the first 30 seconds, we're going to lay on one side. Ear is on your bicep, hand is in front of you on the floor, and you're lifting up here. Okay, we're going to do 30 seconds on one side and then flip it over to the other side. Okay, so laying down, you've got 10 seconds before we start. Try and find this position. Ear is on your bicep, The other hand is in front of you, pushing into the floor, and then you're trying to lift as much of this off the floor as you can. When you're ready, let's go. So it doesn't have to be a really big movement. Small movement is fine. You're just trying to push that hand into the floor and lift that arm and shoulder slightly off the floor. You should feel it working in this muscle at the side. Up and down. Small movements for the win. Really squeeze in this here. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Right, you've got 10 seconds. You can just roll it over. I'm going to face you still so you don't have to look at my bum. Ear to your bicep. Hand on the floor. When you're ready, we're going on that other side. Let's go. You might find one side feels wrong compared to the other side. That's absolutely fine. We all have a side that we prefer. But just try and keep that movement as similar as you can. So keeping that ear to that bicep, using that hand in front to help push you up off the floor. And you're just lifting that shoulder as high as you can. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. You can either repeat that again, guys, or if you want to level it up, you've got your elbow plank hip dips. Okay, entirely up to you, whichever one you're doing. We're going to go for it. Let's go. This is quite an advanced exercise. So if this is too much, take it back to that side lift that we just did. If you want to try your elbow plank hip lift, or even just holding it here in that elbow plank is tough, you'll feel it working on that hip that's closest to the floor this time. 10 more seconds. Regression option here, guys. You can do it with your knee on the floor if you want. Last 3, 2, 1. Rest in. Right, final 30 seconds of this workout, guys. Absolutely smashed it. So we're doing that exact same exercise on the other side. Whatever you just did, let's repeat it. Final 30 seconds. Let's go. So if you are doing this elbow plank hip lift, I want you to think about keeping that shoulder right above that elbow, and then you're lifting those hips up and down. Good. Remember that regression option if you need it. Knee on the floor, same movement. Come on, guys, less than 10 seconds. You got it. Keep fighting right to the end. 3, 2, 1. And resting. Awesome, guys. That is our quick core done for this session. Hopefully you enjoyed that. As always, if you want to make it longer, take it back to the beginning, repeat all of those exercises again. Absolutely smashed it. Well done. And I'll see you again very soon for another workout. Goodbye.